Peace and love. It's your girl LS with Intuitive Reality, and I deliver messages from the divine through the art of tarot. I hope that everyone is doing well today. Today I'll be delivering the message for the zodiac sign of Taurus. Taurus, this is going to be a general love reading for you for November 2020. So however Spirit decides to begin and end it is exactly how it shall be. If you are a current subscriber to my channel, know that I thank you very much. I can't do this without you, and I am always sending you peace and blessings. You are loved. If you are new to this channel, I would first like for you to take a look around. I'm certain the Spirit already has a message out here for you. And as you view this message, if it resonates with you, if you like me, if you like the content, don't hesitate to hit the like button. You can also comment down below, as well as subscribe and share, as I am still building intuitive reality into what I know that it shall be. My beautiful Tauruses, I am now offering personal readings. All of that information will be down in the description box below. So if you are interested, don't hesitate to send me an email and schedule a reading. Without further ado, Taurus, you guys know that I pray over the cards and the reading before I start. Let's get in. High vibrational spiritual pantheon, may I please have the overall energy for Taurus in love, November 2020. Taurus in love, November 2020. Taurus, we have the Five of Swords, okay? So there could be some conflicts going on right now, some tension. You could feel defeated or at a sense of loss. Taurus, we have the Fool card, Taurus. Taurus in love, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Taurus in love, November 2020. Taurus in love, November 2020. We have the Seven of Cups. Taurus in love, November 2020. Oh, that's a lot, Spirit. Make it plain. Taurus in love, November 2020. Taurus in love, November 2020. We have the Moon card. We have the Lovers. Taurus in love, November 2020. Taurus in love, we have the Chariot. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Swords. Okay, my beautiful Tauruses. So, we have the Five of Swords here talking about the conflict or fights. There could also be a sense of betrayal for you, Taurus, okay? It seems as if that betrayal or those conflicts led you to go into a new direction with the Fool card, where you became, or I can't even say became, where you embody the energy of the Nine of Pentacles, okay? Because you've always been abundant, Taurus, but being abundant in an independent sense, okay? Or a singular sense from a relationship, okay? It seems as if you moved away from this relationship because there were a lot of illusions, okay, and deceptions. We see that that's clarified again with the Moon card right behind the Seven of Cups, okay? We do see the Lovers here. This could talk about the relationship itself, or you moving on into a different, to a different path and just finding a union or a partnership, with someone. The Lovers could also signify you having choices, okay? We see that there's a sense of balance that you're trying to bring either to yourself or a new situation, or even, you know, this relationship situation, okay? We don't know until we get in. It seems to be that you get some clarity about which direction to go, Taurus, with that Ace of Swords, okay? So again, that's just me looking over the cards, but we'll make sure exactly what it is. High vibrational spiritual pantheon, clarify the Fool for Taurus, November 2020. This is the Page of Pentacles, okay? So after some fights, some arguments, some disagreements, this person could have betrayed you. This person could have walked away from you, and, you know, you just feel abandoned or at a place of loss, okay? You go into a new direction. On this new direction, you get this small offer. It could be for a new job. It could be for a raise, okay? But it's a financial opportunity nevertheless. Tell me about this Fool card. All right. And we have the Two of Swords, okay? So with this Fool card, Taurus, you started a new path and a new beginning. We see that there's an offer coming in for you. And I said small because it's the Page of Pentacles, okay? So it may be just a position for you at your job where you get a higher raise. But it's an offer, you know, for new financial opportunities, okay? It's very possible as well that this person, Taurus, that you've walked away from with this new beginning is still trying to offer you an opportunity with them, or an opportunity to, you know, just to kind of speak and make this right. But it's on such a small scale for you. It seems like it's going, you know, like right over your head, Taurus, okay? And it seems purposely, all right? We have the Two of Swords right behind it, which talks about you having choices, okay? But it also talks about this person, all right, that would love to call a truce with you, all right? But this person is a stalemate, and you know that. Tell me more about the Fool card for Taurus in love, November 2020. We have the Ace of Cups here, okay? The Ace of Cups talks about, you know, you being not only in a place of love, but in a creative new beginning. Thank you, Spirit. Whew. You're in a creative new beginning, okay? So that's this overwhelming emotion about this offer, okay? About you having the opportunity to have this choice now. And you just being, you know, overwhelmed with emotion and ecstatic, okay? Just feeling really good, okay, about this new movement. Now, for your person, as soon as you got on this new movement with the Fool, they wanted to come in and offer you some stuff, but it was so small. And again, this person has blocked emotions and they're a stalemate, but they're still out here trying to offer this cup of love, all right? Tell me about the Nine of Pentacles for Taurus in love. This talks about self-sufficiency, gratitude, abundance, okay? We have the Seven of Wands here. The Seven of Wands talks about you being able to persevere in this single mode. Spirit just threw them cards right over there. That's a lot, Spirit. You're gonna have to make it plain. I'm not taking that. The Nine of Pentacles, Taurus in love. This person was the King of Pentacles in reverse, okay? So this person was very authoritative and controlling, all right? Tell me more about the Nine of Pentacles. I'll take those. Yeah, you tried to hold on with the Nine of Wands, okay? You tried to be, you know, courageous, okay, and resilient in this situation. This person had you going back and forth in your mind. Should I, shouldn't I? Contemplating, you know, should I go back to them? Should I deal with them? Is this something that, you know, I could let go? It seems as if you came out of that Four of Cups, though, with the that scorpionic energy with the Tower saying, yeah, you know, I'm ready for this to be over with. I don't find myself abundant. You double down on it right behind it again with the Judgment card, okay? So you're feeling very secure in your position of the Nine of Pentacles, okay? You feel abundant. You feel full of gratitude, all right? You're accumulating a lot of things, whether it's material things or if it's the coin, or if it's just high vibratory energies, okay? But you're in a place of self-sufficiency and luxury, for a lack of a better statement. And luxury, and what I mean by luxury, guys, is, I mean, many of you are in a place of luxury, and that's in a financial sense. I see that. But for some of you, when I say luxury, just the luxury of doing what you want to do when you want to do it. Feeling good, looking good, okay, all of those things without having somebody coming in trying to tear it apart. Tell me about the Seven of Cups for Taurus in love, November 2020. I thank you, Spirit, in advance. Yep, we have the Two of Wands, and that is in reverse. The Two of Wands in reverse speaks about you possibly having a fear of the unknown because you have so many choices now. Tell me more about the Seven of Cups for Scorpio. We have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles talks about you just being very methodical and trying to find a routine, or trying to find a great method of picking and choosing, again, because you have all of these new options. Seven of Cups, Taurus. Yeah, and that's just the doggone truth about it. You got options, Taurus, okay? Not only do you have options, but this is justice for you, okay? This person, again, was very controlling, very dominating, okay? This justice is you getting your freedom, Taurus, okay? And you're really enjoying it, it seems like, all right? So now we have the Moon card. So we go from a place where you're uncertain, you know, a little hesitant to make decisions because, you know, you have so many options. But it seems as if you're trying to find a method or a routine of how to pick and choose what's good for you. And this is not only the truth, okay, but this is justice. This is the justice that you sought after before you ended this relationship, okay? We have the Moon here speaking about some anxieties or fears that you may have. We have the Queen of Pentacles over here, okay? The Queen of Pentacles is someone who is very down to earth and very secure, okay? So if you are having some fears after you realize how many choices you have, Taurus, okay, remember that you are secure. These choices are just to enhance you. They're not to take anything away from you because you're a powerhouse on your own. Tell me more about the Moon for Taurus. We have the Eight of Pentacles, okay? Because of the betrayal or the deception, okay? You are not interested in moving forward with this person, okay? They could be low-key a perfectionist, all right? A perfectionist for other people, but not a perfectionist for themselves. And you really lack focus in this relationship to continue on, all right? The Moon card for Taurus in love, November 2020. Thank you in advance, Spirit. And we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. The Knight of Wands is somebody who has scattered energy, okay? This also speaks about frustration, all right, in this scenario. And we also have the Five of Swords. So when I look at this, Taurus, all right, so you came from a place with conflict and strife. You said, it's a rapola. I'm ready to go on my own new beginning, okay? You find yourself being abundant and doubling down on your courage, your truth, and just honoring yourself, okay? You realize you got some choices, but all of these choices are making you a little nervous. So you're trying to find a way to work this through, okay? And to, again, get you a sense of justice. Now, in the past, there were some secrets that were going on in the background, Taurus, okay, with this person. And this person, okay, Spirit is showing me a couple of ways. Boom. So the Moon card is also showing what happened in the relationship, Taurus. Okay, so there were some secrets. There was a lot of deception. Even though you were this person's home and they were your home, meaning you guys either shared one or you spent a lot of time together or you had an agreement. With all of the secrets and the deception with the Moon and you not knowing exactly what was going on, all right, it seemed as if this person was lacking focus in the relationship, okay? Like maybe they weren't prioritizing their time as well. And you possibly felt like, well, if you're not spending no time with me, who are you spending time with? Hence why the Moon comes up, all right? This person could be a fire sign because I see a lot of wands. They could be a fire sign, but they don't have to be. But we also see that that person had a lot of scattered energy, okay? So they could have been very in and out, all right? Very flighty or ghosty, okay? Like you talk to this person, hang out for a couple of months, and then all of a sudden they disappear, all right? And that energy and that hastiness and frustration that this person brought in with this Knight of Wands, again, led to conflict with the Five of Swords. Boom. Now, for some of you, you've already passed this part of it, right? So the moon is showing up for you because of certain fears that you have about going forward, okay? Spirit wants to remind you that you are secure with the Queen of Pentacles, okay? Spirit wants to also remind you not to be a perfectionist and not to lack ambition for yourself when it comes to love matters. Spirit also wants you to be aware of this Knight of Wands energy, not to hurt your feelings, but for you to take a mental note, because again, energy can never be created or destroyed. It can only transfer. So to make sure that you end this cycle, Spirit wants you to be aware of this energy and how much conflict it has caused in this relationship in order for you to move forward, okay? Tell me about the Lovers. This speaks about a union or the relationship. This could also talk about Taurus's choices, Spirit. Tell me about the Lovers for Taurus. We have the Four of Swords, and the Four of Swords is in reverse, okay? So there was a lack of progress in the relationship. You're truly burnt out on the relationship as well. The Lovers for Taurus. The Nine of Pentacles, and that is in reverse. You're overwhelmed, okay? Not only about this relationship, but the financial strain the relationship possibly put on you as well. The Lovers for Taurus. Yep, Three of Wands, ready to move on forward, okay? Preparing to move forward, either in a new position at work. We talked about that up here when we first, cut in. This could be about work with the Three of Wands, okay? So preparing for this new level. This could be about you starting your own business, Taurus, being that entrepreneur you want. Nevertheless, it's about expansion, okay? And you waiting for some ships to come in. It feels like, true to form, Taurus, you're just taking your time, right? Because with the Three of Wands, even though he can see the ships out in the distance, it requires patience for them to get through that water to finally get to shore, okay? So it seems as if you're preparing, to not only break away from the chains of whomever this is, okay, male or female, but also to prepare to go forward, all right, in positive light. Tell me about the Chariot. This talks about Taurus gaining control and victory and stability. You may feel a little lonely with the Hermit card in reverse. But it's lonely at the top, right, Taurus? Right? You also may feel like there's a lack of control or direction in this scenario. But that's not the truth. We have the King of Swords, and we have that in reverse, okay? This talks about this manipulative person, all right? So we see that you're preparing to move forward with the Three of Wands, okay, and expand. And in this expansion, we see the Chariot, where you gain control and victory, all right? And you're determined. We see the Hermit in reverse, and that speaks about, you possibly having a sense of loneliness, okay, or withdrawing from certain places. The Hermit in reverse also speaks about you withdrawing from this situation, Taurus, not being interested in trying to balance this out in any way, shape, or form. The King of Swords in reverse is here, and it speaks about this person, them being very manipulative and low-key abusive. Tell me more about the Chariot. Yep. So what you say, Taurus? I'm out of here. That's the Queen of Swords, upright. The Queen of Swords, she's many things. She's a quick thinker. She's organized. She's intuitive. But most of all, she is independent, which means she's single. So male or female, you're not interested, okay? You're not interested. You decided to leave this person be. So We have the Ace of Swords. That was at the bottom of your deck. The Ace of Swords talks about victory and breakthrough and mental clarity. Spirit, clarify the Ace of Swords for Taurus in love, November 2020. We have the Ten of Swords, and that is in reverse. The Ten of Swords in reverse talks about you recovering from this situation. And Spirit is also saying that it had an inevitable end. Tell me about the Ace of Swords for Taurus. We have the King of Wands. You get this clarity and you move into your natural born leader state, okay? Again, this is doubling down on the entrepreneurship. So we have the Three of Wands and the King of Wands speaking about entrepreneurship, okay? So the King of Wands is not only a natural born leader, and this person is also an entrepreneur, but this person honors themselves, okay? So this victory and breakthrough that you get, Taurus, is you releasing everything from the old, everything from this relationship, and being in a place where you honor yourself the way that you should. All right. And look, this person ain't do not a doggone thing because you still out here with your cup of love with the King of Cups. Now, the King of Cups is somebody who's emotionally balanced and in control and highly generous. Okay. So when you get this breakthrough, don't feel like you're going to be in the house or it's going to take forever, Taurus. Please. You're out there with that cup. Okay. I'm emotionally balanced. I'm controlled. I'm good. So I'm out here. You feel me? And that's a beautiful thing, because this was heavy, right? But Spirit is showing me the aftermath, guys. Spirit didn't show me the argument per se, but the aftermath of it, okay? And your forward movement. So it's a beautiful thing, all right? Let's see. Ace of Swords, Taurus, love, November 2020. Yeah, that person feel real left out in the cold. That's what they deserve. No offense. Three of Pentacles, okay? This speaks about you coming forward and you working with a team, all right? This speaks about, remember, the new beginning with the Fool card, all right? A new job or a new financial opportunity. This speaks about you working in this team setting, seeing initial fulfillment, and learning everything that you need to learn, okay? And again, this person's super salty and probably out there a little broke too. Tell me about this Five of Pentacles. Just give me a card for this Five of Pentacles, please. Look, this person still have hope. I don't see what for. Five of Pentacles. Taurus. Yep. I don't see why. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay? They're weighed down by you not being there anymore, Taurus, all right? They really don't have motivation to go do anything for themselves or for others, and they're experiencing a lot of delays. They also have the Six of Wands, and that is in reverse, okay? The Six of Wands in reverse talks about this person being egotistical, all right? Yet having low self-esteem, all right? It's like they've fallen from grace, okay? So when you walked away from them, it changed a lot of things for them, all right? You are no longer the wall between them and others, or them and their finances, or them and their mental state. This is all on them now, okay? So even though, Taurus, right now you may be in the energy of the Five of Swords where there's a lot of arguments and conflicts. Again, you've already made up your mind to move forward with the Fool card. There's some offers of new opportunities where you're overwhelmed and thankful for the choices. You find your abundance as well as your courage to continue to stay abundant and self-sufficient and single, doubling down on not only your revelation, but the judgment of this relationship. In this relationship, this person fed a lot of BS, okay? They were doing the most. They were throwing up smoke and mirrors and illusions, okay? Now, with the Moon card, it also talks about them being low-key abusive, all right? Throwing out illusions and insecurities, okay? And they were kind of projecting it on you. Now, the Lover's card popped up and you was like, look, LS, I'm so over this person, male or female. I'm so over this person. I'm 4 swords in reverse over they butt, okay? And in return, you're like, I'm ready to move forward and branch out and do what I should have done from the get-go, which was either work for myself or just glow up. You know what I mean? You feel like this person possibly was trying to hold you back. Maybe not purposely. For some of you, you feel purposely, but for some of you, it's like this person was just delayed, okay? And in return, we see the Chariot, okay? After the Lovers. And this is signifying this person saying, I really want to balance this out. But you're coming out with the Hermit in reverse. Like, no, my guy. No, my girl. Okay, I withdraw from this situation, and loneliness is just a feeling. It will pass, okay? We have the King of Swords in reverse as well, which talks about this person being very impulsive, low-key ruthless, having high expectations of you, and they didn't have these expectations of themselves. So in truth and in honor, as the Queen of Swords, you cut they ass loose, all right? So after you cut them loose, when you make it very clear that they're cut loose, because this is at the end of this is close to the end of the reading. Nowhere here has it told me that you go back or you have a conversation or anything. So after you make it indefinite, when this person tries to come in to balance this out, okay, you move into an even more powerful state with the Ace of Swords, okay? This speaks about, the initial teamwork with this new position or this new job or entrepreneurship that you're going into. This also speaks about you releasing the pain of this relationship. This also speaks about you honoring yourself because you know yourself. And this also speaks about you with the King of Cups moving forward, that you gain emotional balance and control, okay? Now, this person over here is in this 5 of Pentacles energy out here busted and super disgusted. They feel isolated, insecure, they're worried. They find their money is super off, okay? They want to be very hopeful with the Star card that y'all will come back in. Excuse me. That y'all will come back in and you guys can make some type of arrangements. But Spirit is coming in with the Ace of Wands. We know major arcana, right? So Spirit is coming in with the Ace of Wands. Wands in reverse. Spirit is coming in saying, not only would there be major delays, because we would make, some delays in this relationship because this person is not your equal, as well as this person has no motivation to change. They really don't see themselves as the problem. And it's showing that this situation was weighing you down, like heavy, 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 heavy. With the 6 of Wands over here as well, is speaking about this person being very egotistical. So just as I spoke, this person has no motivation to change, Taurus. They're egotistical. They really don't have, high self-esteem or confidence. And the ending of this relationship for them feels like a fall from grace. That's really heavy, especially when they're the one that did you wrong, fed you illusions, and kept secrets from you, and now they just feel so alone. Spirit. Taurus, what you say? Not today. You're not dealing with them. They could be blocked, Taurus, on all fronts, okay? It seems as if you were really hurt about it. So avoiding conversations, calls, if this person is trying to come to your home, you're acting like you're not there while you're sitting there eating popcorn or macaroni and cheese or something and looking them out the window. All right, you still feel very angry. You feel like there are no boundaries. And overall, you're just very hurt. So not today, you say, Taurus. Not today. Spirit is also given the coffin card, Taurus. It's a wrap. This ending, though, is to bring in new beginnings. Not with this person, but new beginnings into your world, where you can grow, change, liberate yourself, and transition. Taurus. Spend some time with your friends, Taurus. Spirit is giving girl talk. And of course, we know there is no gender, all right, in spirit, but because spirit is fluid. But either girl talk or man talk, make sure you spend some time with your friends. They'll help you to move on, all right? You're going to be happy single. Don't worry, okay? Live in the moment. We have engagement ring. Don't get worried, Taurus. This just talks about you completing this energy cycle and this relationship. This relationship could have been an empath and narcissist relationship, Taurus. You could have been the empath, and again, your partner, the narcissist, okay? This person could have been very charming, all right? Just to get you where they wanted you to be in order for them to get what they wanted, okay? And again, this is a lot about boundaries, all right? You don't want to be an enabler, Taurus. Okay, you don't want to be an enabler, especially for bad behavior. So spirit is signifying this relationship as an empath and narcissist paradigm. Even more so, we have the snake, okay? Now, the snake we know is a lot about wisdom, okay? But it's not only talking about that, it's talking about this person actually being your enemy, Taurus, okay? They're highly malicious. All right, because they had ill intent from the get-go. Okay, and this definitely clarifies the fact that this person either had a third party or many third parties in the background. We have the sword and rose. Look at that. You can't make this up. I'm telling you. Spirit is coming in and saying you got clarity, though. Isn't that Ace of Swords? You got clarity, though. You got truth. You got the revelation. All right. You're protected. You're regaining your power, Taurus. Regaining your power. Last card for you. Out of the Island Time Wellness, we have self-indulgent. Spirit just wants you to really look after yourself. Make sure you elevate your self-worth. Know that this is a time for you to heal. Do some shadow work. Do some self-appreciation, because the universe, appreciates you greatly, okay? And all the advancements that you are having in your world. These are not choices per se that spirit has forced you to make, Taurus, as much as you gained a clear perception and in return are following suit. And you are building firm foundations, okay? Firm foundations. Because the other foundation, yeah, it was there, but the other party didn't do their job. You know, they didn't put the cement down right. They didn't hold it. They didn't let it dry. So, the foundation was off kilter in the previous relationship. Now you're building a solid foundation, a firm. This is a new beginning for you, Taurus, okay? This is similar to the Fool card, all right? Like, you're stepping out into the world, all right? The world has been waiting for you, to get out of that paradigm, to get out of that box, to get out of that relationship, because there's so much work for you to do. Taurus, in love. This is the solar plexus card, Taurus. Spirit definitely wants you to work on your solar plexus. This is where your self-confidence is, just how you feel about yourself, your self-worth, your self-esteem, okay? This is also about love, okay? We know that for those of you that, are in this particular diaspora, we know that Oshun, Ashel, is over the solar plexus. If that is your movement, okay, please work with her in order to strengthen your solar plexus or your self-confidence or the sunlight that is within you, okay, that light. She can come in, to help you balance those things, balance that light out and to enhance the light, because for too long it was behind, closed doors, Taurus. Taurus, in love. There were some obstacle and challenges in the relationship, okay? But even though you seen that gap in the floorboard, shit, Taurus, you jumped over that thing. 5 symbolizing change. I think these are the last two. Don't be trapped in fear, Taurus. There's nothing to fear, okay? This could also signify your person who's in fear right now because they don't know what to do. You were their everything, okay? But in return, they messed that up. They did that themselves. We also have accelerated motion, okay? This is similar to the Eight of Wands, speaking about how things are going to move really, really quick for you, Taurus. You could also be thinking about moving, Taurus. Traveling away from the county, the city, the state, the person. Just moving on. The last two cards the Spirit is giving you, Taurus, is the heart chakra. Also an area that Goddess Oshun, you know, works with. She's all about love, wisdom, duality, power, strength. Spirit doesn't want you to get burdened by the weight of this person even after you end it. Spirit wants you to really work on your heart because Spirit is, the divine is sending you love in, Taurus, okay? And the love that you really want. But if your heart isn't where it needs to be, it's just going to, you know, fly right over your head. Spirit doesn't want you to miss it. As well as Spirit wants you to do that, you know, that deep work, that shadow work that maybe you've been putting off, okay? Spirit is saying some of you don't really get the concept of shadow work. So they want me to advise you to write down a scenario that has been plaguing you. Once you write it down from beginning to end, put everything that happened and how you feel, how it affected you, all in this letter. And then once you do that, fold the letter away from you 3 times and go burn it. That's one way of doing your shadow work. But Spirit wants you to get in and heal your heart because you've had a lot of heartbreaks, Taurus. You've had a lot of heartbreaks and you kind of just worked over them, you know, laughed over them, partied over them. But Spirit doesn't want you to get trapped. And didn't I say it? Because love begins. Right after you heal your heart the way that you need to, Taurus, Spirit is going to come in. This is like the Ace of Cups, okay? Speaking about love, compassion, okay? Overwhelming emotion, creativity, okay? And we see 2 hands, all right? One more feminine and one masculine, meaning a relationship. We also see the rainbow is connecting their hands together, which is divine intervention. So just as I said, things are going to move really fast. Your person someplace sick. You know what I'm saying? But if was a fifth, we would all be drunk. You also taught them a lesson, Taurus, okay? To lead with honesty and truth so they don't have to have regrets or sadness, you know, later on. You were a lesson for them as much as they were a lesson for you, okay? In balancing and guiding yourself into your truth, okay? So this person, again, is very much trapped in their mind state. They're blocked away from you as far as communication is concerned, but they can't get you out of their head. Now, past them, you're moving fast. The divine is moving things quickly for you, okay? Swift change. You could also be changing where you live, meaning moving out of the household that you guys shared with one another. And again, relatively quickly. But Spirit does not want you to forget your heart, okay? That is the foundation of all of us. We all come in on the vibration of love. That's the only way that we can get here. So when you see the number 4 and you see the heart chakra, this is telling you to build a solid foundation through your heart chakra, in your heart space, okay? In order for the divine to bring the love in that you deserve and that you've asked for, okay? Well, Taurus, I hope that this has assisted you on your way. I just thank you so much for allowing me to bring you your divine message. And just know that I love you and I see the hard work that you're doing, and the divine is working right along with you to make your wildest dreams come true. You just have to work with them and not against them. Until we speak again, Taurus, I need you to do a few things. I need you to stay in peace. I need you to always stay in light. And don't you ever step out of love. You hear me? All right. Till we speak again. Love you.